Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack. And not...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Let's go now. Lead striker.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Mond looks to throw on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, they'll run with White, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Third down from the gun, it's Mond. They'll dump this one off here to White. And I don't think he got there, no. Just short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated. I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all, and when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed, that's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Ready, ready.
Here's White. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Right, 97, claws red.
Mon looks to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Right, 60. Ready?
Now Mon. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Suckup, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. White again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you've got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
On 1st down, here's Mon. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Backfield, flat. Slide 2. Hurry, hurry.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. There's Evans again, complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Ready.
They'll go option to the short side. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 32. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, here's Mon. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jones will come now in motion right. Second and 14. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break. But this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
77.
Bond going to throw it. This is caught by Evans. He'll get it inside the 20. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake, Mon. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they have exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Now back to throw. Runs over him. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Well, throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He's got a man, complete. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mon, complete right side to Otten. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we...
Here we go. Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Mon. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take another shot here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown!
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the length of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football.
Because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people and bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Mond. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
Here we go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. Finding Otten once more. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. He's back to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. They'll look to throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling out to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to stay for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule? Coach is always about 24-hour rule after a game, and then you move on. That's tough because that was a very makeable field goal. In fact, I think you and I were both just shocked that he didn't knock it through the post, and they end up walking off the field losers.
So for the Bears, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me.